Stadium. We will begin tonight's match with the starters for Champlin Park. Beginning with number 3, junior defense, Addie Dale. Number 5, sophomore midfield, Elena Ray. Number 8, junior defense, Caitlin Ehrlichman. Number 17, 9th grade attack, Reese Hagenberg. Number 22, junior midfield, Lauren Schindelbeck. Number 23, junior midfield, Annabelle Johnson. Number 26, junior attack, Ella Engstrom. Number 28, junior attack, Kelly Gunderson. Number 29, junior attack, Rachel Cunningham. Number 30, sophomore defense, Addison Cordes. Number 61, senior attack, Megan Peter. Defending the goals for the Champlin Park Rebels, 9th grade goalie, Paige Hagenberg. The coaches are Jeff Johnson, Rachel Drewby, defector, Brian Peter, Delaney Everett, and Callie Hoffman. Now, here's your starters for your Cardinals. Beginning with number 1, sophomore midfield, Gabby Newton. Number 4, junior midfield, Brianna George. Number 5, junior midfield, Jocelyn Klein. Number 7, senior defense and captain, Anna Van Hulsen. Number 8, sophomore defense, Belle Mary. Number 11, junior defense, Isabel Allen. Number 17, sophomore attack, Keanu Burke. Number 19, junior defense, and captain, Jordan Beck. Number 24, sophomore midfield, Katie Wagon. Number 26, junior attack, Annette Abbott. Number 40, junior attack, Ashley Flynn. Defending the goal for the York Cardinals, junior goalkeeper, Sam Marvel. The coaches are Mitchell Lambert and Jeff Stickle, assisted by Ryan Neil Sawyer. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Remove any head covering, please, for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of girls high school lacrosse. It's the long-awaited season opener for the Cardinals as they host conference rival Champlin Park, and it is the very long-awaited inaugural spring broadcast for my partner Howie Shapiro and I up in the booth.
Yeah, it's a balmy 86 degrees in the middle of April, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get the season going. I'm excited to see these two teams. Champlin Park coming off an 8-7 season. Cardinals just 4 wins last year. Champlin Park returns just about everybody from a lineup that scores a lot of points.
They do indeed. Meanwhile, the Cardinals lost, I think, 6 seniors that accounted for 68 of their 77 goals on the season. The top 2 scorers for Champlin Park alone last year added up to 73. That's one of them, Lauren Schindbeck.
Yeah, she had 33 goals and 12 assists.
And Annabelle Johnson, the other one, had 40 goals.
Yeah.
And they're both juniors this year.
Correct.
So that was their sophomore campaign. Megan Peter, who was 3rd on the team with 11 goals and 32 points, is one of their only 2 seniors this year. And the 2 girls behind her, Elena Rail and Ella Engstrom, scored 19 goals and 14 goals apiece. So a lot of firepower coming back, and a young team for Coon Rapids, hoping they can try and take them by surprise.
Well, as you talked about, Joe, they lost a lot from last year in terms of goal scoring, and this is going to be a real test for the Cardinals because I think Champlin Park, they had a bitter taste in their mouth last season, finishing 8-7, and now coming in here, they're looking to get a good start to the season.
Yeah, they only had a couple of seniors on that roster last year, and still a young team that has already accomplished so much. Schindlebeck in the circle to draw for Champlin Park.
Well, they have a freshman goaltender as well, so that bodes well for this program.
And the first face-off of the season, we are underway. Loose ball finally scooped up by Annabelle Johnson. She'll run down the left wing. And now find an angle toward the net, drop it off out front, a shot and a goal. And very quickly on the board, Ella Engstrom finishing it off out front.
Well, nice job by Ella Engstrom, the daughter of one of my coworkers, Eric Engstrom, who's here with his lovely wife, and got a chance to meet her. But that's a nice way for Champlin Park to start this season. And again, you're so concerned about Annabelle Johnson, and just a pretty pass.
Thank you.
So very quick, just 21 seconds into the contest. And again, right off that opening draw, it's Schindlebeck, and this time it was Johnson in the draw trying to get it to Schindlebeck on the win. Either way, ball ends up loose.
It's kind of like the Gopher hockey game in overtime.
I think Champlin may have been called for a cover. Coon Rapids awarded the ball their first possession. Abbott trying to work it near side, got away from Katie Wigan, ends up out of bounds. It'll be Champlin Park ball. Callie Gunderson on the run for Champlin Park, moves it along for Engstrom. Engstrom bumped there by Isabel Allen for Coon Rapids. Recovered by Johnson. Johnson trying to find a path in. That pass bounced away from Engstrom, but right to Schindlebeck, and she puts it to the back of the net.
Well, you talked about Schindlebeck earlier as the second leading scorer from a year ago, and again, she picks up where she left off from last year. Gets the second goal here quickly for the Rebels, and we're barely into this one, and they're up 2-0.
I don't know if Engstrom gets
an assist
for the redirection.
I think she should.
I mean, in hockey, that's an assist for sure.
I think she should.
So, yes, 2 goals in just a minute, 14 seconds. exactly the kind of start Champlin Park was looking for.
Absolutely.
Not so much on the home team side. Coon Rapids able to deflect to space, scoop and run. Abbott looking to the right side. Juggled a bit, but Ashley Flynn has some room and can scoop it up. Lay it down behind the net. Burke looking for room outside. It bounced away from Jocelyn Klein. I'm not sure if it hit the shaft of her stick, but ends up in on the keeper. And
they're giving it back to Coon Rapids. There was I believe she kind of, I didn't get a chance to see the replay, but I'm not sure if it was
I think so.
sort of
well, I'm not sure that the defender is allowed to put the stick into the goal circle for a pass. They are to stop a shot.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know if they're able to, and it could be a goal circle violation.
Very well could be.
There's a lot of rules in this sport that I just don't understand. I'll admit it, right up front. Wigan trying to bounce away from pressure, turned over, and Elena Roll going the other way for Champlin Park. Has a host of teammates out in front of her. She'll work it down the right wing, just out of the reach of Megan Peter. Peter scoops it up in the corner and comes sprinting back toward the Coon Rapids net. We'll circle behind, looking for a homie in the hole. She got Hagenbart right in front of the net, but she fired it over the top and out the back. But Champlin in position to retain possession. A good setup.
Well, yeah. Well, that was, it looked like a really good opportunity for Champlin Park, but they just couldn't get it past the keeper.
Oh, that pass just out of the reach of Roll. It's scooped up by Engstrom. Resets along the near side. They try to go back door. Good save coming across for the Cardinal keeper, Marnholtz. Keeps us at a 2-goal game. And she just fired it out past midfield. Addie Gale tried to just sweep it behind her, but it's intercepted. Abbott on the run, had it chopped out of her cross, able to scoop it back up, and then a bubble violation. And a free position for Annette Abbott.
It was a good save by Marnholtz.
Shooting for that far corner, just missed wide. It'll go out the end line, but good positioning by Kyla Burke.
Well, Joe, that last save by Marnholtz, I mean, getting a lot of pressure being put inside by the Rebels, and she did a good job of coming up with that nice save. The Cardinals just trying to put pressure and see if they can get a goal of their own.
Pass eludes the stick of Abbott, and then Flynn is going to be called for the slash. Champlin Park not waiting around.
Oh, they attack.
Engstrom on the run. Good numbers. Peter cuts back to the inside, shifting to her left hand. It came loose. Scooped up and by Johnson. Johnson backing away. And now we'll look for a lane in the middle. Gives it back to Schindelbeck, and she gets her second of the game.
Yeah, I get right now defensively, Coon Rapids just not putting a body or putting a person in front of that scorer inside for Champlin Park, and they made it again look pretty easy as they were able to pass well, and again, no defender there. She's able to put it past Marnholtz.
Well, they had caused chaos around the goal circle, and then wisely Johnson backed out, spread the defense out, created a 2-on-1 for herself and her fellow leading scorer, and as you mentioned, made it look kind of easy. Up 3-0, not quite 5 minutes into the contest. Champlin Park won the meeting between these two teams last year by a 16-3 score.
Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning. They felt that they had an opportunity to have a better record than the 8-7 that they did, and they're kind of using that this season as motivation.
right back on the attack. That pass deflected, but recovered nicely by Schindelbeck. Pass kind of got a little too far. Marnholz able to scoop up for Coon Rapids. Looking ahead for Burke. Burke kicking it along and pushing it into the Champlin Park end, where it's recovered by Ehrlichman for the Rebels. Her pass intercepted, and then another bubble violation as good pressure paying off for Emily Kelly.
Just
I don't really see the stick coming in to the bubble, but Coon Rapids will take the free position and try to convert on this possession. That pass just misses, but Ashley Flynn able to track it down in the near corner.
The Cardinals really not, here early on anyway, not getting much going offensively. Just not being able to generate anything much in front of the net.
They haven't had a lot of possession.
No, they haven't.
Gabby Newton pressured along that back line by Ehrlichman.
And defensively, Champlin Park.
And a good turnover cause. Not sure who that was for Champlin Park.
Well, again, just good defense, keeping them wide.
Well, and then pressuring the ball carrier
exactly.
And forcing those turnovers. And they transition from defense to offense very quickly.
Yeah, they pass very well.
Elena Roll runs to the right side, down low. Peter out front. Engstrom denied point blank by Marnholz.
Again, just crisp passing. Engstrom was right there in front of the net. And give credit to Marnholz again. Another big save for her when all that pressure on the inside.
Peters' pass handcuffs Hagenbart along the side of the net there just a bit. Marnholz recovers, and that pass skips away from Isabel Allen. Outnumbered along the near sideline. Engstrom trying to scoop it up, now gains control. She's bumped there, and that will get a minor foul against Cardinal defender Isabel Allen. Hagenbart plays it behind for Roll. I'm sorry, that's Dale. Dale trying to work her way out front. Oh, it was Roll. I was right the first time. Backhander in tight, and another goal for Champlin Park. It's 3 straight for Lauren Schindelbeck.
Yeah, really nice way to start her season. 3 quick goals to start the year. Again, just a nice pass over there. Good athletic move by her. She's able to scoop it past Marnholz.
Well, and we haven't talked about it too much. We talked about it being a long awaited, but the fact that this field was still under snow less than a week ago, just through all of last weekend, really. It's just so great, and these kids have not had a lot of opportunity to be outside on a field. And another pass in close. Roll goes low and rolls it home for a 5-goal lead.
Yeah, they're putting on a passing clinic. They're doing a really nice job, as you mentioned, transitioning from defense to offense. And again, they do a really nice job to move the ball around the perimeter and find that player in front of the net. Just a beautiful pass by Engstrom. And Coach Nickel will take a timeout here. Down 5-0.
Yeah, and the original girls lacrosse coach for Coon Rapids High School in the building, Jeff DeJoy.
Oh my God, we should have taken a picture. Well, maybe we will still have to do that before the night's over, because there is a classic picture that I have
of the three of us walking
on
the
field.
Anoka field. I think it was at the Anoka field.
It was, and that was soccer.
That was soccer.
I know exactly what field you were talking about. Back in the day when we used to dress up for these events.
Now we just put on a T-shirt. Not even on camera.
and which is a much better thing for our viewing audience, not to have to look at this.
Nobody has it better than us. Just ask us.
Yeah, what did anything good come of the pandemic? Yes, we got a lot less
of us. At least our faces.
We got a lot more laid back in the workplace, and that just goes across the entire American workplace,
Right.
and I think in many ways a good thing.
Oh, I think it's a good thing. I think people need to be more laid back when they can. I think the big thing for Coon Rapids is, how do you handle that pressure on the inside? And, we have to be able to get in that passing lane, see if we can disrupt things. Because right now, Champlin Park, Joe, is making it look too easy.
Well, we've seen a lot of Reese Hagenbart down behind and along the side of the net. I think might be the tallest girl on the Champlin Park squad, just a freshman.
Nope.
So it's not only do they have a lot of talent, but they've got tons of depth in the younger grade levels. Hagenbart with it up top, moves it to Peter, and down behind for Roll. Near side, Callie Gunderson. Up top, Engstrom. Champlin settling into their offense. And we've talked about it in the past. Possession so important in lacrosse, and when you run your offense right, you convert more often than not on your possessions. And that was a pretty play to the top of the 8-yard or 8-meter fan, really, and that's quick shot to the top shelf for Callie Gunderson.
And again, they do a really nice job of playing from behind, starting from behind the net. They do a really nice job of finding that open person, as you witnessed there. And, that's why they're up 6-0 at this point. They've gotten their season off to a wonderful start. Coon Rapids looking for answers early.
And again, Annabelle Johnson led the team with 40 goals, 26 assists, both team highs for Champlin Park last year. She has yet to score, but she does have 3 assists. I'm sorry, Annabelle Johnson.
Yeah,
Lauren Schindelbeck has the
3 goals.
Yeah. 22 and 23. Right back on the attack, and she may have heard me talking about her because that's Johnson getting her first of the season.
Yeah, she's thinking, hey, if Jan's calling me out, I better score. I better get a goal.
Well, I think that's plenty of production. I was just pointing out as leading scorer, she was doing a nice job of being the one to set everybody up to start.
Well,
she says, this time here, I'll just take matters into my own hand. Good speed, good fake.
Well, good move to get around the defense.
And in the blink of an eye, it's 7-0. Cardinals able to push it into the attacking third, and except the Cardinals got a little too anxious reaching back for it. Or they may have covered. Either way, Champlin Park right back setting up behind the net is Roll. Out front, Peter with the finish, and it's 8-0.
Again, just make it look easy. They start from the back of the net, and they find that rushing player to the net, and they get it to her, and she scores. And it's just, I mean, it sounds simple, but I know it's not. But they execute their game plan so well.
When you saw it, first it was Hagenbart cutting through the hole. She was marked, but not but 10 feet behind her was Megan Peter. Peter has her first of the season, and Champlin Park has an 8-goal lead. Still not yet midway through this first half. Good win by Hagenbart on the draw. This is Schindelbeck. Bump there, loses control. Flipped at by Johnson, scooped up by Roll.
I found 10 goal goals for running that happened.
Inside, a shot stopped by Marnholz, who's about the only name for the Cardinals we've been able to mention more than once.
Well, yeah, she's had a
And
little bit of
another
work.
turnover. Into the middle, Hagenbart, she'll fire. That one stopped up again by
We're gonna hit
Marnholz.
the post.
Well, I say Marnholz at least got a piece of it before it got the post. Give her a save. Isabel Allen nearly had control, keeping good position, able to scoop it up. Trying to outrun 3 Rebels down the sideline. It's knocked free and out of bounds. But it'll be Coon Rapids ball. Number 9. Number 9.
Isn't that on the roster?
Nope. But that's it. If anybody's not going to be on the roster,
It could be number
I'm glad
9.
it's number 9.
Me too.
Number 9.
Another goal for.
It is another goal for Reese Hagenbart. Her first, as I mentioned, just a freshman. And again, has been around the ball a lot in the offensive end, now catching in.
Yeah, just picked up that loose ball and able to immediately snap it in.
Nobody from Coon Rapids quite ready to come into the circle against Johnson. Finally, Jocelyn Klein answering the call. Roll scooping it up for Champlin Park off a bounce. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson's got Schindelbeck with her and gives it to her. Schindelbeck back to Johnson. Inside, that shot up over the cage for Seneschal. Out the end line, but closest to it was Hagenbart. So, again, Champlin Park maintaining possession. Out front, shot low and a goal. Miley Jurassic getting her first. She's another freshman. Back-to-back goals from freshmen. Have it at a 10-goal cushion for the Rebels.
Yeah, again, just moving that ball around, getting it right in front of the net, and finding somebody who's there, and a quick response from her and gets that goal, makes it 10-0.
And again, Hagenbart, her classmate who had the goal right in front of her. Elena Roll is in the face-off circle this time, I believe, for the Rebels. Jumping at it off the bounce is Schindelbeck. Gets it ahead to Johnson and right back on the attack. Come the Rebels, the save in tight for Marnholz. The rebound rolls back to her.
You know, it's tough of a first half so far it's been for Coon Rapids. Marnholz has made a couple of nice saves.
She has. It could be worse than the 10-0 score. Peter racing in down that right side, looking to pass out front. The pass kind of handcuffed Madge Kozak. And then she is knocked to the turf, and that'll get a whistle against the Cardinals. Allen just a bit aggressive. I like it.
Yeah,
put that
I like
girl
it too.
Put that girl in skates.
That's a hip check.
Oh, no, that was all shoulder. I liked it. Beautiful form. Of course, you can't check it in girls hockey either, but
it looked good.
Good pass out front. Another big stop in close for Marnholz as Madge Kozak, who just took the big hit from Allen, had a great opportunity on the doorstep. There's probably been 4 or 5 goal saves through the first 12 and a half minutes of this first half that were right on that doorstep and could easily be more. And Johnson gets run over, and we're going to get, I think, a yellow card here for Isabel Allen. And there it is.
Yeah, certainly not intentional, but she really couldn't stop.
Back-to-back collisions with opposing players. That one, of course, definitely one of their players. Schindelbeck lost the handle and then got tangled up with Ashley Flynn, who was trying to recover the loose ball. And I found that interesting. I did not know that rule before today. You are not allowed to have the ball in possession with one hand on the cross and use the other hand to shield other players' crosses.
Yeah, that's what was called there.
Correct. Pass out front. Peter puts it home. Her second.
Scoring for the Rebels, number 61, Megan Peter.
And yeah, it all starts with work as a unit, good passing, and
when I
being able to finish quickly.
Jeff Snickel, head coach for the
co-head coach with Michaela Lampert,
that's right.
in the foreground.
Yep. Michaela, I apologize. I forgot.
She loves to be recognized. She loves to be on camera. She's a big fan of the preview interviews, and I look forward to putting her on camera again here in the coming weeks. That's very sarcastic. There are very few coaches throughout the history of our CTN preview shows that have honestly enjoyed being on camera.
I know there's got to be a few. How about Chad Keeney? I bet he enjoys it.
Not to the point that he looks forward to it. I
Doug
don't
Donaldson.
think. Doug maybe. He's very enthusiastic. Yes. As many of our Cardinal coaches
absolutely.
are.
I bet I'd be surprised at how many.
And of course, those who I guess do get excited about it, they don't really tell me. Those who dread it absolutely do. Well, and there are certainly more than a handful that would rather put their assistant coach or perhaps any parent who's at the practice in front of the camera instead of themselves. But
coaches tell me a lot that you put them at ease quite often, so that kind of calms their nerves.
Well, I try to make it as easy as possible. Shot and goal for Johnson, her second.
Well, you do. You do a good job.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I need that constant.
Well, I know. You call me in the middle of the night sometimes. Am I doing a good job? Of course you are, Joe. Do people love me?
I didn't see who passed it to Johnson. And again, it's not only that do they pass well, but the girl who receives the pass in the hole, it's not in their cross very long.
Nope.
They
No.
receive and they shoot. They receive and they shoot.
No, they want to catch you. They want to catch you napping. They want to catch you off guard, and they do a really good job.
And that's why it is 12-0 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Good win on the draw. Schindelbeck got in there. There's Peter having trouble with the bouncing ball. Picks it up and eludes Allen. She is quick. Goes into the middle. Trying to turn with it was Seneschal. Lost it. Still in the midst of the scrum on the far side. Kicked free. All kinds of blue jerseys get there first. Jurassic down low. I'm sure it's probably Jurasek. Great move into the critical scoring area, but able to get the shot off. Peter retreats. Gets it up top for Sinjum. She has it bumped from her stick. Peter got position, but couldn't get the scoop. Sinjum had control momentarily, battling there with Gabby Newton along the sideline, and a whistle finally blows. Was that Anna Van? No, that was Anna Van Holzen.
Yep. Well, you talked about the Cardinals just haven't been able to have any chances to generate offense much tonight. I mean, Champlin Park is doing such a nice job of controlling the flow down in the Cardinal end.
Well, they're not sharing the ball.
No.
Very much. Another shot in tight, turned away by Marnholz. Pass into the middle. That one didn't click, but they regained control. Left for Peter up top. Played down low and now behind for Seneschal. No, that's Johnson. I apologize. Pass out front doesn't click again, but scooped up by Schindelbeck on the far side. Into the middle, a little too tall for Lola Sinjum. And then a foul called in the middle.
We'll see what they sort out here.
Well, they give it to Sinjum. And she'll have the free position from the top of the 8-meter arc.
A dangerous situation here for Coon Rapids.
Sinjum in, shoots, misses wide, recovered by Peter behind the net, and she brings it right back toward the front. That one off the crossbar, I think, for Arabella Seneschal.
Yeah, some of the Champlin Park faithful thought that was a goal. It was close.
Ball bouncing around and unable to scoop it up was number 9.
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 Xaveria Bonifacius. Jurasek was trying to get around the corner, but a foul called against Champlin in a free position for the Cardinals. Turned right back over, and Peter, using her speed down that right side, goes behind, looks out front, trying to find a lane, finds it, but Makozak just could not fire. Johnson recovers for the Rebels, and again, will draw the defense out. Good pressure. She eludes, goes down low. Peter couldn't handle the pass, and it gets through into the circle where Marnholz can control for the Cardinals.
Yeah, she tried to feed her inside, just tried to dump it off, not what she wanted on that pass. And, of course, the Cardinals were the beneficiary and get the ball back.
Allen pressuring along the sideline as, oh, she draws the foul this time after the contact. But the pass doesn't click, and Rebels just quickly on the ball. Megan Peter, I think, probably the fastest player on the field so far tonight for either squad.
Well, they've been doing a really good job of getting to the loose balls on the field, as you talked about, just getting there much quicker than Coon Rapids.
Johnson into the middle for Gunderson. She turns and shoots and then recovers her own rebound on the far side. Into the middle, Johnson shoots. That misses wide. Coon Rapids able to get good position, but good job battling back for Seneschal, and helps the Rebels gain the ball again. Makozak scores out front, and it's 13-0.
And again, just a good job of setting her up. She's able to just camp in front of the net, and they find her, and it's that quick shot. Not much Martin Holtz can do on that.
Two freshmen on that, Miley Jirasek to Alyssa Makozak out front. As we tick toward the end of this first half, and it has been all Champlin Park. And again, Sam Martinholz has made a handful of really impressive saves. And saves in lacrosse are really kind of rare.
Right.
If you have a goaltender who has a 50% saves percentage, that's outstanding.
Absolutely.
In hockey, of course, it has to be more like 85 to 90%. 90% to really be outstanding. And I don't know that it's quite baseball where 30% will do. I don't know that 30% is going to get you an all-star bid.
I don't think so.
Again, right back on the attack. Makozak lost it as she went to shoot. Recovers, now looks for a teammate. Jirasek into the middle. Engstrom up tall and to the back of the net, her second. And it is a 14-0 lead.
Again, just they pass the ball. In terms of passing, they're putting on a clinic here tonight. They do such a nice job of moving the ball around and then catching the defense off guard.
And working as a unit.
Yep.
It's been very big.
Yeah, just finding that player on the inside.
And that will take us to the end of the first half. Champlin Park on a roll in the season opener. They're up 14-0 over the home Cardinals. We'll be back with the second half after this on CTF. All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, it's all Champlin Park in the girls lacrosse season opener. The Rebels roll into a 14-0 lead as they took control right away. Opening minute. Got everybody involved. Lauren Schindelbeck had 3. I think Annabelle Johnson had 2 goals, and I think
3 assists.
4
assists.
4 assists. Yund officially.
Of course. Well, you know,
it was hard to keep track. They were so busy at that end.
They put on a clinic, and they really did in that first half, and you can see why they were excited to get the season started, because they knew that coming off a season where they weren't happy with their production in terms of wins, they felt this is a goal, this is an opportunity for us to go out and better that season.
Well, 14 goals by 9 different girls.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And we talked about it throughout that first half. They do a great job of establishing possession and then making that possession work. They pass incredibly well, and they are rolling. We'll have the second half after this on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
back at the Cardinal Sports Complex. Rebels feeling right at home on the road in the season opener. Lauren Schindelbeck had 3 goals. Elena Roll, who she was speaking with, had at least 1. She had a couple of assists as well. So, yeah, things definitely going their way and according to plan so far this evening.
Yeah, they couldn't. I don't think they could be more happy. A lot of smiles on that sideline, coming into the start of the second half, and rightly so. I mean, they've played so well. They can only hope to continue this kind of play throughout the season. It'll be tough to beat.
Well, 9 different girls getting goals in game number 1, in half number 1. That's probably exceeding the expectations coming in. Amariana Irvin checking in for Coon Rapids, her first PT of the season. We'll head toward the attacking end. The Cardinals like to spend a little more time at that end of the field. They'd like to spend as much time at that end of the field as they did in the first half. It's just now that's their offensive attacking end.
Well, Well, Cardinals would, they take what they a little bit of positive things that they did in that first half and try and build upon it. But again, they just could not get anything going. I'll give credit to Champlin because they controlled that first half.
Well, and they're so good with possession.
Yep.
When their possessions don't click, their misses, they either gain control of rebounds or closest to where they go out of bounds, so they maintain possession.
Well, they've created turnovers too as well in the first half.
A lot. When they haven't controlled those rebounds, they pressure and force the turnover. Trying to slip it inside to Peter. That was disrupted. Loose ball. Flipped out by Johnson, and she scoops it up. Controls on the right wing. Dancing side to side. Back up top. Flips it to Schindelbeck. Down low. Roll. Tried to go low, and Marnholz will get the save. I think she was struck by the ball more than she actually moved into its path.
They just got to get in front of it.
Correct.
Doesn't matter what.
And again, she's played pretty well. Roll not going to be denied on that one. Quick pass from behind by Peter, and Roll makes it 15-0.
And again, just continue to move that ball around. Find the person in the middle, in front of the net. They do it to perfection there. And it's an early score here to start second half for the Rebels.
Roll will check out. Lola Sinjin back in. She had an opportunity late in that first half, not able to cash in. But with the way we've seen them set up and use different players, I wouldn't be surprised that she's one of their top options next time they're in the offensive attacking end, which will be momentarily as the faceoff controlled by Schindelbeck. She gets it in low. Engstrom lost it, but able to regain on the far side. Up top for Schindelbeck. And now Johnson. Pass out of the reach of Sinjin, but she recollects. Sinjin trying to work her way out front. Spins back to her right. Bounces one wide and tries to chase it down and does. And she had a couple of teammates back there as well. We talked about Peter, Megan Peter in the first half, probably the fastest player on the field. She was coming from the backside post and getting there, making sure they were going to maintain possession. Schindelbeck. Left side for Johnson, or right side for Johnson. It's one of those sides. One or the other.
50-50 chance of getting it right.
50-50 chance, 50-50 chance of getting it wrong.
This is true.
Johnson's shot was
gotta be positive,
deflected in the middle, and this is going to be a penalty for shooting space violation, and Johnson is going to get a great opportunity from right at the top of the fan.
Again, the last person you want with the ball with a look in this close.
Oh, they're going to move her at least off to one side, but still a great opportunity for her to get her third of the game, and she does.
Made that one look easy as well.
And, even that's goal number 16. I think that might be their first one scored off a free position. Almost everything has been a good setup and a good finish.
Yep. I think you're right.
It looks as though Coon Rapids just needs to find a way to pressure, find a way to get possession on their own, and they at this point just like to spend a little time, create some quality opportunities, maybe get a goal, avoid the shutout.
They need some positivity.
Pass inside, turning, shooting, another big save by Marnholz, this time denying Sinjim point blank.
Well, we talked about it, and you touched on it too. We both did, about how well a couple of really nice saves in that first half. Another one here.
Yeah, and we talked about when Sinjim checked in, they were probably going to go to her and try and get her on the scoreboard. And she's had a couple opportunities. Marnholz just kicked out another one. She felt that one a bit as she skips, but recovers and just hopes her team can take the ball down to the other end. Spend some time down there.
Yeah, she's been busy. She's
and another turnover as it's picked up by Hagenbart. Hagenbart, left side for Peter. Peter will take it behind the net. Oh, that's Sinjim again. Engstrom high on the right side, back up top for Schindelbeck. Engstrom will head off for a change as Champlin works with it in the offensive end. Seneschal will come in and take her place. Sinjim again trying to spin back to her right side. Denied this time by the defense of Hannah Mo. Peter pressured back outside. Gets around Van Holsen. Mosick there to defend. Sinjim in close, lost the handle.
Again, Champlin Park's so active. When Coon Rapids has an opportunity to get the ball, they get their crosses in the way, and they're able to knock the ball away from the Cardinals and keep possession.
Yeah, when Coon Rapids does have it in their cross, it's only for about 2 steps. And then just a lot of good pressure and clean pressure from Champlin Park. They haven't been, we've seen a couple of bubble fouls either way for getting the stick into the mythical bubble around a player's head, but Coon Rapids has had a couple for, the body checks. But, and a little slash here and there, but it's been a pretty clean game.
It has.
And again, that part of the reason why Champlin Park hasn't had a ton of free positions, despite the fact that they've been in the critical scoring area almost the entire contest. Peter weaving her way back towards the hole. Down low, Sinjim tried to turn and shoot. Now she scores. And the Champlin Park bench goes wild.
Well, Sinjim did a nice job just staying with that. She was able to turn and score.
So 10th player to get a goal in the season opener. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Exactly.
First one, it just kind of came out of her cross, and she was able to recollect it quickly and put it home. Makes it 17. Jirasek able to win the draw, and it's Schindelbeck down the left side. Of course, it helps winning draws when you have someone with speed and skills like Schindelbeck to come in and collect off the draw.
Wait, is that Ellen?
Peter working on the left side now. Into the middle. In tight, and a goal for Arabella Seneschal. That's player number 11.
And again, she's just able to weave in through the defense and make it look easy, get to the goal front.
11 different players with goals, 18-0 the score. And there you saw, could have been a foul call against the Cardinals for getting a stick in near her head. But instead, it's a goal for the Champlin Park Junior. 11 different scores. That's
amazing.
Impressive. And again, Champlin Park in possession. That pass doesn't click. Scooped up by Van Holzen. She has it knocked free by Seneschal, who recollects. Seneschal looking for a teammate and finds Johnson. Back up top for Schindelbeck. It's a nice outlet to have. And again, those two just juniors. Only seniors on the roster, Megan Peter, who we've seen a lot of.
We have.
And she's on the scoreboard, has a couple of goals, handful of assists. I think she's assisted on the last 3 goals by Champlin that were not the free position goal.
Yeah, and she's one of the few seniors.
That's what I was saying. She's one senior, Caitlin Kiffmeyer, who I'm not sure we've seen tonight. The only other senior on the roster. Sinjum collects, goes out front. The shot just misses wide for Rachel Cottingham. And if you're the Cardinals, look at the jerseys of the girls who just came out. Double team each one of them, because they're clearly trying to get everybody on the score sheet. It's hard not to defend a Schindelbeck or a Johnson or a Peter.
Right.
But it's clear that they're not in any real hurry or don't have a whole lot of desire to score more themselves. But they clearly are enjoying seeing everybody get on, get goals, and that's awesome. We saw the same thing, actually. The last girls lacrosse game I did last year was against Elk River. Zimmerman, and it was the same kind of thing. It was 23-2, I think, at the end, and I think there were like 17 different scorers for Elk River Zimmerman.
They were good.
Good job getting in the way and denying the entry pass by Isabella Allen. Or did that draw the foul? Looked like a good job getting in position, but something didn't jive right with the guy in stripes. Good stick to knock it free from Jirasek. But the Rebels again able to get it back into control. Cottingham came out of a group of players with it. They work it back around. Sinjum with it down behind the net. Into the middle, an opportunity low for Jirasek, and what do you know? Kicked away by Marnholz.
I mean, we could have 5-6 more goals.
Well, it's easily an opportunity in close, and a goal for Cottingham. Again, one of those girls that had not scored, and sure enough, they find a way to get her free right down the middle. 12.
12 different 12s.
Well, different goal scorers. And it should be interesting. You talk about the start they're having, but Champlin Park, years ago, when girls lacrosse was still relatively new as a high school sport, these were the two programs that emerged for a while.
Right.
At the very beginning, it was Blaine and Centennial because they had programs that had been established before, but there was a number of years there in the probably early 2010s, I would assume, that these two were the programs at the top.
And they had great matches. We did many of them.
But, Champlin Park, last year, you talked about it at the beginning of the show, just a bit over 500. I think they finished 5th or 6th in the conference, 6th place in the Northwest Suburban. In tight, a chance for Cortez goes wide. Again, that's a jersey that you haven't seen on the field. You might want to mark her with a couple of different girls. Look at that. She's running across through the hole. She's going to come through again. Here she goes. Cardinals doing a good job of keeping a body out of it. Anna Van Holzen out to defend number 30. She's the most dangerous player on the field right now, not because of her skill, her speed, but because she's the one they want to get to that high-scoring spot. And they've got her there. And she lost the handle as she turned. Cardinals kind of fell asleep marking her, and she was right in the middle. I didn't think Johnson was going to see her at first. Then able to put it right into her cross and trying to get it to her in there again. Now can she find room to get around to Emily Kelly, and she scores.
Next. Yeah, Cardinals having a tough one.
So Addison Cortez makes it a 20-0 lead, becomes the 13th different goal scorer for the Champlin Park Rebels.
Is that it?
Timeout.
Is it a timeout? Because they blew the horn. Jeff Snickle came over and blew the horn.
Maybe that's the timeout horn.
I don't know. There it is.
I think that's what it's there for.
We should get one for Sports Night. It's right in the middle of the show. Win a goal score. Get a couple. We could have air horn wars.
And no one would hear anything that came out of our mouths because
they'd like that.
So every time the other person was speaking.
That's kind of what it sounds like anyway.
Hey, look at that. A Hockey Finder water bottle. Our official must be a hockey player as well. Be on my way to a Hockey Finder game shortly after this one concludes.
Will they call you the Great One?
No. I want no association with that. Absolutely not. The relatively mediocre one? Yeah.
The average one.
Slightly below.
Slightly below? Come on. You had a couple assists last time you played. Should have had a goal.
I'm not a youngster.
You are not. Not like you used to be. No spring chicken.
So it should be interesting to see what this Champlin Park team is able to accomplish, not only this year, but next year and even the year after.
So much strength.
Especially when you talk about the two up top in Annabelle Johnson and Lauren Schindelbeck. They're juniors this year, and obviously a big part of the Champlin Park engine.
And that engine is full throttle this evening.
See, but I would say it's not because they've
pretty much put up 20 goals.
Yeah, and 80% of the game they've been trying to set up everybody on the roster.
I think it's working pretty well.
But if if their motor was going full throttle.
It'd be 40-0, is that what you're saying?
I think if you turned loose Schindelbeck and Johnson and Peter and Engstrom and said, go score as much as you possibly can, absolutely. I think, yes, I think it could be much, much, much higher. But I respect that.
Yeah.
And like I said,
I like the fact that they set up their teammates.
Elk River did the same thing last year, and I'm pretty sure that was it. Was 17 different goal scorers. It was impressive. Katie Wigan to take the draw against Johnson. Flipped in the air. Schindelbeck challenges and comes away with it.
Kind of been the running theme all evening long.
And Coon Rapids just. It'd be interesting to know what the time of possession has been, because it's got to be 90 or more percent Champlin Park, 95% at least. It's been very, very well controlled by the team in blue. Jirasek poking at it, finally comes free where it could get scooped up by Seneschal. Down low for Cottingham. Out front, and Addie Dale took his stick to the chops.
It seems to be okay.
Well, she's
bleeding a little.
She's got a little blood in her. Is she smiling?
She's smiling. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She seemed to be okay. Yeah. I'm all right.
It looks like all the teeth are there. That's the important thing. And, that's my Sports Center highlight. Well, there you go. Giving the fans the horns. Love it. Well, one thing, obviously Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, a co-op for girls hockey.
Right.
Not a lot of hockey players on the roster. No. I was kind of surprised.
You would have thought more would be on the roster.
Typically.
Yeah.
But you might want to sign her up. Anybody who takes a stick to the chops
comes out
smiling and saluting the crowd.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's winning stuff right there. Mikosic scoops it back up. Down to Grigornik. And now Cottingham behind. Okay, who hasn't scored? Watch for them to cut to the middle. There it is. There she is. And off the shoulder of Marnholz.
Yeah, Marnholz again gets a piece of it.
Grigornik. Again, they kind of lull the Cardinal defense to sleep, and then all of a sudden they slip the player in. And, to have that much depth with girls knowing when to make that cut through the middle, all really good things for the future of this Champlin Park program.
I'm very impressed with this program. Obviously early, it's the first game of the season, but they've certainly impressed me.
Finder coming back out from behind the net. A shot and a goal for Eleanor Grigornik. Make it 14. So again, Grigornik fires it right off her head.
Yeah. Hey, that's why she's got the mask.
She apologizes to the goaltender for...
Very polite. I'm sorry for hitting in the head. And there's the goal.
It's very thoughtful.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't think I've ever apologized to a goaltender for them getting in the way of my shot. For accidentally crashing into them, yes.
Well, if you scored on me, you'd say, "Oh, I'm sorry that I scored on you."
Well,
I'm sorry you let the puck by.
I have done that, but only to Dan Wasserman.
Ah.
So any jerseys out there that have not scored a goal, Jirasek has. Or now is it time for second helpings? Mikozak. Did Mikozak? Yeah, Mikozak's got a goal. Oh, and here comes Caitlin Ehrlichman.
Oh,
she has not scored.
Let's see if they can.
She checks in, number 8 up top. Grigornik works it back to the right side. Keep your eye on number 8. There she is. There she goes. There's the pass, and
it's behind her.
Well defended by Emily Kelly though as well. Johnson, and again, logic says don't do it, but you could probably leave her alone because she's going to pass, and what do you know? The goal for Caitlin Ehrlichman.
Let's fill up that scorecard. That's the epitome of major contributions from every one of your players.
And Johnson, I'm sure that I'm off, but she has assisted on the last 2 for sure. So I think she's up to like 5 or 6 assists. Only 2 goals, but with 6 assists.
Sean had 2.
Oh, she did. She scored early in the second half.
Did.
Yeah, so she has 3. But yeah, that's why I say the engine clearly not full throttle, because I think she would probably have a few more of her own.
Yeah.
Be looking to create shots for herself a little bit more. But at 22-0, not a lot of need. Coon Rapids able to scoop it up. Katie Weigand down the near sideline. Tracked by Engstrom. Looking for a shot on net, misses wide. It's only Cardinals over on the far side, though, so they will get possession back.
Well, as you talked about, they'd love to get a tally here before the end of this game, if possible. They want to avoid the shutout, and they need something that some positivity here tonight.
And turned back over as Elena Roll moves it ahead for Champlin Park. That pass cut off by Ashley Andrews. Andrews bumped a bit, lost the handle, but draws the foul.
The Reds here. What a surprise.
Shocking.
I know, right?
Abbott to the top of the critical scoring area and couldn't find a way through. Wholesale, yard sale.
Yeah.
Not wholesale. Hey, it's first game.
Hey, it's wholesale. I can get it wholesale.
Michaela Parrish taken out as she went for the loose ball. Draws the whistle. Pass broken up by Hagenbart. Continues to battle with it. Coming away with it is Abbott, and Hagenbart called for the cross check. into the final minute. And again, we talked about it in the first half. You know, getting sticks in passing lanes, making it difficult for Cardinals to receive passes. And so the Cardinals, with that very little possession time, have not really been able to generate much, if any, good scoring chances, just because every pass is challenged. And Champlin does a really nice job of getting the loose balls.
They really do.
I mean, clearly, Champlin Park came out on a mission, and mission accomplished.
Yeah,
as they cruise to the 22-goal win and a shutout.
Yeah, and again, just
for their freshman goaltender. I don't know that she made more than one save.
No, I at the most, yeah. I don't. This doesn't have any presence down in the Rebel end for Coon Rapids, unfortunately. But you know, these are things can only go up from here.
Yeah, 22 goals, 15 different goal scorers, and a shutout for their freshman netminder. That is absolutely everything you were hoping for,
and some
for Champlin Park. For Coon Rapids, it's a baseline. You know where you're starting from, and pretty much only way to go is up.
Absolutely.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score: Champlin Park 22, Coon Rapids 0. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including director Joel Sipper and my partner Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.